welcome you on behalf of the Davis family and the Rodgers family, and of course, on behalf of Blake and Natalie. They're so thrilled that you guys could be here today, especially given the inclement weather. It's possibly the most northwest wedding I've ever heard. Now, as many of you know, this is a fitting location. This is where Blake and Natalie first met, so it is the obvious place for them to begin a new shared chapter of their lives together. Now, I'd like to share with you the story of their first meeting, partially because it's a great story, but also because it illustrates the elements of a great relationship. Now, when they first met, Blake and Natalie were in remarkably similar positions. They're both about 24 years old, living with their parents, and dirt poor. They were single and a little bit dismayed at the prospect of meeting somebody at the Seattle bar. So one weekend, Blake came up to the house up there with a few of his best friends, his parents, and his grandparents. And after dinner one evening on a Saturday, Grandpa Jack drove all of them into the bar, the McGrone here next door. En route to the bar, Blake asked Jack, I kid you not, what the secret to girls was. In his enduring wisdom, Jack replied, just enjoy being young. Now in the bar, Tom insisted that they order a Roach Harbor Standard, possibly the manliest of all cocktails. You know what this is already, the Fluffy Duck. So while they're waiting on their round of Fluffy Ducks, Tom nudged Blake to look at the pretty girl in the corner. And Natalie was sitting at a table of four with Brandy's boyfriend, possibly ex-boyfriend, and another young man that Brandy was attempting to set Natalie up with. So Blake orders another drink, and he walks up to Natalie, and he says, let's dance. Now, gentlemen in the audience, take a moment to ponder this. How many of us have the courage to walk up to a beautiful girl in a small bar, a girl who is already sitting with another guy, and ask her to dance in front of your best friends, and in front of your mom, while holding a fluffy duck? For those of you that don't know, that was whipped cream. So what are the odds she's going to say yes? Now, you all have to admit that Mr. Rodgers is a man of unusual courage. For whatever reason, Natalie said yes, and they danced. The observers, Tom and Kim and Mark, Chris, and Trevor, who were here with us, later agreed that Blake spun her too much. Blake possibly endured a few jokes about this. At the events, I'd like to point out that Blake is currently, as we speak, marrying her. So, he knows precisely the correct number of times. If we'll be dancing later, we can all take notes. So after the long odds of that first dance, it was all downhill from there. Now this is a romantic story, but I tell it because it also illustrates what makes a relationship great, what makes a relationship endure. A great relationship is not simply a story about individuals. It requires family, and it requires friends. And this evening, as we watch Blake and Natalie take the next step in their story together, I'd like to offer them and you a few brief thoughts about those. Just as Blake and Natalie's friends were present when they met, you're here today, and you'll be with them in the future. You're an indispensable part of their lives. On a day like today, when we take a moment away from our busy lives and we take a moment to shed our usual cynicism and actually express the emotions that we usually take for granted or keep hidden, I think it's important to reflect on why we come together like this. After all, a couple could walk down to the local courthouse and sign a marriage certificate in front of a judge and be done with the whole affair in 30 minutes. So why do we come together like this? What's the difference between the mechanical courthouse wedding and this sacred event? I think the answer is obvious. It's you. Your presence here transforms what would merely be a legal formality into the sacred event that it is. It is your witnessing of their vows that transforms them, gives them a certain weight, a certain gravity the vows said privately could never have. So while I know Blake and Natalie are thankful for the gifts that you wrapped and brought, your true gift to them is your presence at this very moment. Now, just as friends are essential to a marriage, so are families. Marriage represents joining with families every bit as much as it represents joining individuals, and we could not be joining better families than we are today. Today, Blake and Natalie take the same leap that Mark and Alicia took 32 years ago, the same leap that Tom and Kimberly took 33 years ago. We're so happy to have Cal and Jenny here representing the grandparent contingent. And not far from our thoughts of Jack and Nancy, and Bill and Shirley couldn't make the trip from Seattle today. But we know that Russ and Jane are with us in spirit. This celebration marks not only a marriage, but an achievement for both the Rodgerses and the Davises. Put simply, that achievement is this: you gave us two of the best people that any of us knows. Now, raising terrible children is easy, but raising children that turn out like Blake and Natalie is incredibly difficult. Mark and Alicia and Tom and Kimberly represent the absolute best of what parents and families can be. With that in mind, Blake and Natalie will rely on you to continue guiding them in the future as you have in the past. You have 6 decades of collective marriage experience. And you have faced obstacles that they don't even know exist yet. So today is our opportunity to thank you for giving to us, Blake and Natalie, and to remind you that you are as essential to their lives in the future as you have been in the past. Now, while friends and family are crucial to a marriage, the heart of a marriage lies in the sacred relationship between a husband and a wife. It's something to be protected, something that each of you place above yourselves. So with that in mind, Brandon has a reading for us that I think exemplifies Blake and Natalie.
The writer Richard Bach wrote, "A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys, and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out, and we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. Our soulmate is the one who makes life come to life."
Blake and Natalie have found in each other their soulmates. They're not the exact same person, but rather perfect complements to each other. Indeed, from that first dance here in Roche, we've all seen how they complement each other. When they got back to Seattle, they snuck around for a few months because, again, they were living with their parents. They soon moved in together in a little place in Queen Anne, a small place with $1 million view, but so small that they had a jerry-rigged pulley system to get the couch into the second story. Now, both complement each other in that they're willing to try new things. Early on when they were dating, for example, Blake took Natalie to go skiing for her first time. Took her to Sun Valley and convinced her to go to the very, very top. Now, for those of you who don't know, the top of Sun Valley is fairly steep. Natalie, being the fearless one that she is, went to the top, but being the wise one that she is, decided to start walking down. At which point, the ski patrol grabbed her and gave her a guided sled tour to the bottom. Now, this is the important part. She has come back from that first experience to become a capable skier. She skis with Blake and the Rodgers family at Whistler and on the beach. Since their early days, Natalie has become a successful star with Sur La Top, flying all over the world, overseeing their flying. Blake has become a businessman at Starbucks, and they've both created a home together. Now, I think in sum, I want to summarize for everyone in the audience when I tell you too, that we're all proud of the people we've become. Now, Blake and Natalie have written their own vows, and they're going to read them to each other now.
Natalie, from this day forward, I promise you these things. I will appreciate the little things each day and look forward to sharing life's milestones together. I trust and respect you and embrace challenges with a positive attitude. I will laugh freely in times of joy and support you unconditionally. I will stand united by your side and encourage you to achieve your goals. I will be healthy for us, but family first. I will love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
From the state board, I will appreciate the little things each day and look forward to sharing life milestones together. I will listen with compassion and openly communicate. I will trust and respect you and embrace challenges with a positive attitude. I will laugh freely, find joy, and support you unconditionally. I will stand united by your side and encourage you to achieve your goals. I will be healthy for us and put family first. I love you today, tomorrow.
Daisy rings. Blake, repeat after me. I give this ring, this token and pledge,
I give this ring as token and pledge,
as a sign of my love and devotion.
as a sign of my love and devotion.
With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Natalie, please repeat after me. I give this ring as token and pledge,
I give this ring as token and pledge,
as a sign of my love and devotion.
as a sign of my love and devotion.
With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, Mark Twain said it best. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. You two have found your somebody, and everyone who's here is sure that you two will find the full value of life's joy together. So by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife.